dearie. I just thought I'd get on and share since I got my crown on. So I'm sure there's some messages here for you. Messages. Messages. This is going to get a little dark, so I'm glad we started with a little humor. I picked this shot kind of on accident, and then I realized it looks like I'm wearing a hat on, so I figured I'd keep it. But I think I'm feeling just a little bit lighter because I let go of some guilt, so that's what this message is for. 44, as I say that. It's for anybody that's holding on to something that they don't need to be holding on to anymore. Maybe it's mental, maybe it's emotional, it could be physical, financial, even spiritual. And that's what the Violet Temple has to do with, is it's all about releasing those burdens. So this feels like a big one. I was just watching a podcast with Oprah, and I never click on her stuff. It just starts playing, and then I find myself watching it. And it just had me asking myself a lot of questions. And then there was a moment where I just felt like I was hugging myself and my mom and a lot of my ancestors at the same time. So I know that released a lot of stuff on all levels, right? And it had to do with weight loss and how there's so much about gaining weight, losing weight, that everybody says it's simple. You just diet and exercise, but that's not the modern day experience. And it's great because some people can do that and they lose weight. But me personally, it's not been easy for me. So I'm being a little vulnerable in saying that. It's been a struggle since I turned 17, where I felt like my hormones went crazy. And that's what they were talking about, is the hormones in the brain that are sending messages. And that a lot of those messages we still don't understand. And I guess I just never thought of it that way. I never thought that it makes sense because everything comes from the brain. You know, the nervous system tells everything else what to do. But I just never thought of losing weight being really something in the brain. But I know that there's a part of me that knew that, because I've been wondering, okay, well, maybe this is just like a hormone issue. And it is, but I didn't take it to that next step where, okay, yeah, hormones are actually, they're in the brain. And then they control a lot of other things. Wow. And I remember my mom saying to me that she never wanted to see me weigh as heavy as she did. And that's something that I carried around with me a long time, and especially when I started gaining weight and I couldn't control it, and it didn't seem like, I mean, diet and exercise helped to some degree, but we're talking, I could probably lose no more than maybe 5 to 7 to 10 pounds. And that would be it. And then I'd gain back probably, I don't know, 15, 20 more than what I had before. And then you just kind of get to this place where you're just gaining and losing. You're just at this weird plateau. So I didn't agree with everything on there. I think it's really good I think it's a really important first step. But I see that we're trying to get a handle on a lot of these chronic diseases, and it's just going to take one step at a time. So I guess I just want to appreciate this very big first step in understanding more of where those issues can stem from and the release of guilt that comes with that. I did start crying. I was going to record while I was crying, but then I got up and realized I had to do some other things. But then all of a sudden, after I started bawling 555, after I said that, after I was bawling a little bit and put myself together, I felt so much lighter. And I guess I just want to give you that same permission slip today, 6/11. And it doesn't have to do with weight loss. It can do with anything that you're holding on to. Maybe something you've been holding on to for a while, 6/26. I'm not saying that guilt isn't necessary, but it's important to know when to let it go. Obviously, we have that human emotion for a reason, but we don't want to stay there. But it's recognizing sometimes what's out of your control and just saying, okay, maybe I don't know everything. Maybe that's why I'm here. And things have served me up to a point, but we want to keep moving. So what do we need to do now? What do we need to let go of? And right now we're also having a full moon. So that's a perfect time to let things go, though this is timeless when you see it. I just wanted to give you that permission slip today and say, I love you, even though nobody else has said that, 747. And more importantly, it's not who I think of you, it's how you think of you, how God thinks of you. God loves you, 805. God loves you, 808. Go make it a great day. Bye. Until next time.